Hello everyone and welcome. Today, I want to share a story with you. It's a story about a dream, a journey, and the magic of learning. We will talk about how to learn English in a way that is not only easy, but also very exciting. Learning English can feel like a big mountain to climb, but if we find the right path, the climb can be a beautiful adventure. I will share many secrets with you today that helped me and will help you too. Let me begin with the story about a young boy named Leo. Leo lived in a small, quiet town. He loved his town, but his heart was full of a big dream. He dreamed of traveling the world. He wanted to see tall mountains, wide oceans, and big, bright cities. He had a map in his room, and every night he would look at the map and imagine all the places he would visit. But there was one problem. Leo knew that to travel the world, he needed to speak English. In his town, no one spoke English. The idea of learning a whole new language felt impossible. It made him feel small and a little sad. But Leo's dream was bigger than his fear. So, he decided to start. His first step was simple. He found an old radio in his house. The radio could catch signals from far away. One evening, he turned the dial slowly, listening to the static. Suddenly, a clear voice came through. It was a woman reading a story in English. Leo did not understand the words, but he loved the sound of the language. It was like music. This brings me to our very first tip, listening. Listening is the first key to unlocking any language. When you were a baby, you learned your first language by listening. You listened to your parents, your family, and the world around you for many months before you said your first word. Learning English is the same. You must open your ears to the language. When Leo started, he listened to that radio every single day. He didn't try to understand everything. He just let the sounds of English wash over him. Slowly, like magic, something began to change. He started to recognize some words. Words like hello, goodbye, happy, and sad. The strange music was turning into words he knew. His fear started to melt away, replaced by excitement. So, my first piece of advice is this. Listen to English every day. Listen to songs, listen to stories, listen to podcasts, or even the news. Don't worry if you don't understand it all at first. Just listen. It is the most natural way to begin. Now, let's talk about the next step Leo took. After listening for a few weeks, he felt a little more confident. He wanted to try speaking. This leads us to our next important tip, practice. You have probably heard the saying, practice makes perfect. And I am here to tell you that it is absolutely true. When Leo decided to practice, he felt very shy. He had no one to talk to. So, he started talking to himself. He would look in the mirror and say the words he learned from the radio. He would say, "Hello, Leo. You look happy today." It felt silly at first, but he kept doing it. He practiced in his room, in the garden, and while walking. He made many mistakes. Sometimes he said the words wrong, but he learned that mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are your teachers. They show you what you need to work on. So, don't ever be afraid to speak. Speak English every day, even if it's just to yourself. Talk about your day. Describe the things you see around you. The more you use your voice, the stronger it will become. Practice is like exercise for your English muscles. The more you do it, the stronger you get. Another tip is to read. Reading is a quiet and powerful way to learn. It opens up a new world of words and ideas. Leo started with very simple books. He found children's storybooks with big pictures. The pictures helped him understand the story even when he didn't know all the words. I remember the first book Leo read all by himself. It was a story about a small star that was afraid of the dark. The star learned to shine its own light to overcome its fear. Leo felt just like that little star. The story was simple, but it filled him with hope. He learned new words like shine bright and brave. He wrote these words down in a small notebook. The more he read, the bigger his notebook of words became. So please, read as much as you can. Start with simple books, comics, or articles online. Reading will build your vocabulary and show you how sentences are built. After reading, the next natural step is writing. Writing is how you start to use the words you have learned. When you write, you are organizing your thoughts in English. You are actively using the language. Leo kept a small journal. Every night before he slept, he would write one sentence in his journal. At first, his sentences were very simple. He wrote, "Today was a good day," or "I saw a blue bird." As he learned more words from reading and listening, his sentences grew longer. He started writing about his dream of traveling. He wrote, "One day, I will see the big mountains. I will see the blue ocean." Writing in his journal was like talking to a friend. It helped him practice without any fear of making mistakes. So, start writing. It doesn't have to be a long essay. Write a shopping list in English. Write a short message to a friend. Write down your thoughts. The more you write, the more confident you will become. Another fun and very helpful tip is to watch videos in English. In today's world, this is easier than ever. Watching videos helps you connect sounds with actions and emotions. You hear how people speak, their pronunciation, and the rhythm of the language. Leo discovered cartoons on the internet. He found a funny cartoon about a rabbit that was always going on adventures. The rabbit spoke simple English, and the animations showed what was happening. Leo would laugh at the rabbit's funny mistakes, and at the same time, he was learning. He learned phrases like "let's go" and "be careful" from the cartoon. Watching videos makes learning feel like entertainment. So, watch as many videos as you can. Watch cartoons, movies with subtitles, or educational shows. They are a wonderful and enjoyable tool for learning. Of course, one of the best ways to learn is by talking to people. Language is all about communication. Talking to another person helps you practice in real time. It teaches you to listen and respond. This was a big challenge for Leo. He was shy, and there was no one in his town to talk to. But he was determined. He learned about language exchange websites online. These are places where you can find someone who wants to learn your language, and in return, they will help you with English. Leo found a friend online named Sam. Sam lived in a big city and spoke English perfectly. They started talking once a week. At first, Leo was very nervous. He spoke slowly and made many mistakes. But Sam was very kind and patient. He would correct Leo gently. Talking to Sam was the best practice Leo could have. He learned how people use slang and have normal conversations. So, try to find someone to talk to. It could be a friend, a family member, or a language partner online. Real conversation is one of the fastest ways to improve. An important thing to remember on this journey is to be patient. Learning a new language is not a race. It is a slow and steady process. It does not happen overnight. There will be days when you feel like you are not making any progress. On those days, you must be patient with yourself. Leo had many days when he felt frustrated. He would listen to a song and feel like he understood nothing. He would try to speak and forget the words. He felt like giving up. But then he would look at the map on his wall and remember his dream. He would tell himself, "It's okay, Leo. One new word a day is still progress." He learned to be kind to himself. So please, be patient. Do not give up. Every small step you take moves you forward. You will get there step by step. Now, let's talk about a very useful tool, a dictionary. A dictionary is your best friend when you are learning a new language. It helps you understand new words and how to use them. Whenever Leo read a book or listened to the radio and found a word he didn't know, he would look it up in his small dictionary. But he didn't just learn the meaning. He also learned how to say the word and tried to make a sentence with it. For example, when he learned the word discover, he wrote in his journal, "I want to discover new places." Using the word right away helped him remember it. So, always have a dictionary with you. It can be a book or an app on your phone. Use it to build your vocabulary, one word at a time. Another great tip is to play games in English. Games are a fantastic way to learn because they are fun. When you are having fun, you learn without even realizing you are studying. Many games can help you learn English. You can play word puzzles, crosswords, or online quiz games. Leo and his online friend Sam played a word game together. Sam would give Leo a letter, and Leo had to think of as many English words as he could that started with that letter. It was a fun challenge. It made Leo think fast and search his memory for all the words he knew. This game helped him remember words and spell them correctly. So, play games in English. It's a joyful way to learn. Let me share another powerful technique. Try to think in English. This might sound difficult at first, but it is one of the best things you can do to become fluent. When you think in English, you are practicing constantly, inside your head. Leo started doing this after a few months of learning. When he was walking to the market, he would try to think in English. Instead of thinking in his language, "I need to buy some bread," he would think, "I need to buy some bread." At first, it was slow. He had to translate everything in his mind, but slowly it became more natural. He started having small, simple thoughts in English without even trying. This is a sign that the language is becoming a part of you. So, try it. Start with simple thoughts. The sky is blue. I am hungry. This music is nice. It will help you a lot. It is also very important to set goals. Goals give you direction and help you stay focused. They give you something to work towards. Your goals should be small and achievable. When Leo started, he set a small goal for himself. His goal was to learn 5 new words every week. When he achieved that goal, he felt very proud. It motivated him to continue. Then he set a new goal to read one page of a book every day. After he achieved that, he set another goal, to have a 5-minute conversation with Sam in English. Reaching these small goals made him feel successful. It showed him that he was making real progress. So, set small goals for yourself. They will act as milestones on your journey and keep you motivated. Another key habit is to review what you learn. When you learn something new, your brain needs to see it multiple times to remember it. If you don't review, you will forget. Every weekend, Leo would review his notebook of new words. He would read them out loud. He would try to make new sentences with them. He would also reread the stories he had finished. This repetition helped to fix the words and grammar in his mind. It also showed him how much he had improved. He could see that the once difficult words were now easy for him. So, take time to review. Look at your notes, reread your old writings, and listen to the same songs again. It will help you remember things much better. Throughout this journey, it is vital to stay positive. Your attitude is very important. Learning a new language can be challenging, but if you believe in yourself, it becomes much easier. There were many times when Leo felt down. He would compare himself to Sam and feel that his English was not good enough. But he learned to stop those negative thoughts. He would tell himself, I can do this. I am learning. I am getting better every day. He focused on his journey and his progress. Staying positive gave him the strength to keep going. So, always be positive. Believe in yourself. You are capable of amazing things. And with that, please, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I have said this before, but it is so important that I will say it again. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your best teachers. Everyone who has ever learned a new skill has made thousands of mistakes. Leo made mistakes all the time. He used the wrong words. He forgot grammar rules. But he never let them stop him. When Sam corrected him, he would say thank you, and he would learn from it. He understood that each mistake was a lesson. So please, embrace your mistakes. Laugh at them. Learn from them. They are a sign that you are trying, and that is the most important thing. Finally, I want you to enjoy the journey. Learning English is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the experience of learning itself. It's about discovering new words, new ideas, and new ways of seeing the world. Leo learned to love the process. He loved the feeling of understanding a new word. He loved the challenge of reading a new book. He loved the connection he made with his friend Sam. He realized that learning English was not a chore, it was an adventure. And because he enjoyed it, he learned faster. So, find joy in your learning. Have fun with it. The more you enjoy it, the easier and more rewarding it will become. As we come to the end of our story for today, think about Leo. He started as a small boy with a big dream and a big fear. But with small, consistent steps, he built a bridge to his dream. A bridge made of words, practice, and patience. Your journey is just like Leo's. You have a dream, and you have the power to achieve it. Remember the tips we talked about today. Listen every day. Practice speaking, even to yourself. Read simple books. Write a little bit each day. Watch fun videos. Find a friend to talk to. Be patient with yourself. Use a dictionary. Play games. Try to think in English. Set small goals. Review what you learn. Stay positive. And most importantly, enjoy every moment of this beautiful journey. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope it has inspired you. On your channel, Learn English Smartly, you are already taking a wonderful step. Keep going, keep learning, and keep dreaming. What is your favorite way to practice English? Share your tips and stories in the comments below. Let's help and inspire each other. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.